Hi everyone, it's Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art and the Hollywood Carney channel. Today, I would like to talk about altars. I do have a little bit of you might call it a third eye or psychic side. And I have numerous altars around my home, and I thought I would share them with you today. That one's in my kitchen. This one's on my patio. And as you look around, you will see maybe similar things that you have in your altars: crystals, shells, plants, flowers, incense, resins, oils, herbs, sage, palo santo, holy wood, white salt, black salt, spices, tobacco, bay leaf, sweetgrass, oh my gosh, powders, Book of Shadows, journals, books, pens, grimoires, magic books, sigils, dice, cards, mirrors for scrying, fortune telling devices, cemetery dirt, jewelry, pictures, ancestor pictures of loved ones, bones, horns, water, wine, chalice, a singing bowl, drums, bells, mortar and pestle, statues, deities, gods and goddesses, Buddhas. Oh gosh, there's working tools, lighters, matches, candles, singing bowls, silver coins, copper coins, offerings, scissors, a knife, athame, pentagram, pentacles, frames for pictures, binding tools, fabrics for altar cloths, drawstring bags, bottles, baggies, dolls, voodoo, you name it. There are so many little pieces and elements that we use from the earth, water, air, and fire that we all find sacred in one way or another. All of our sacred items need to be housed somewhere. Some of us keep them in our office, in our bedroom, in our kitchen, in the living room, in the dining room, in a closet, in a little tiny hidden box, somewhere where we feel that we can connect with our angels, our gods, our goddesses, our ancestors, our deities, to whomever we pray to or worship, basically wanting to connect one-on-one. So let's take a quick look at the one in my dining room. Some of you saw this altar looking a little bit different in one of my last videos. I usually change them whenever I have a new idea or whenever something is completed. Then I close that one altar and start fresh and with fresh new ideas, with fresh new prayers, enlightenment, deep thoughts, wishes, protection, or intentions. Sometimes I put other symbols in there for health, prosperity, and also it's nice just to even glance at it during my busy day so I can just have 1 minute to just be thankful and meditate or let something negative go. That is so important. That's why some of us even wear like a locket or a special crystal or a special bracelet or a special ring, because that is our personal little charm, amulet, or talisman. So we can just hang on to it, touch it, know that it is there, even though we cannot look at our large altar if we are away from home. I'm usually in my art studio about 10 to 12 hours, even more a day, and it makes me happy to have these little altars that I can connect with. And I keep a variety of tarot cards in my tarot altar so I can walk over and choose a card for the day or read my own cards for the next couple of days to see what event might be coming up in my life that I need to know about. And sometimes it's just relaxing to sit there and go through the cards and refresh my mind on the cards itself. So let's get to it. Let's look inside the cauldron because I use my cauldron as an altar. And since I've been cleaning and moving things around, I was like, oh my God, where's my cauldron? Where's my little drawstring pouch? And I turned everything upside down, wondering, where is it? Where is it? You would think it's so large that I couldn't miss it, but it was in the fireplace hearth. So I'm going to be filming this with one hand. So we will be looking in there together to see what is in there. It's been maybe 3 months since I've looked in there. So let's open it. This is not a lid, it is a tray, and you can tell by the dust. And pardon my office floor because I have been so busy, but I just all of a sudden had the urge to film this video, and especially since I found my cauldron. Oh my gosh, look at all the exciting things in there. So it looks like I have some notes. Those might be ideas, and also I think one of them was maybe a layout for card reading. And there is my smudge feather. I made this a while back, and sometimes I wear it on my hat, my cowboy hat, and I have been looking for this for months. I'm so happy to find it. Oh gosh, that is so pretty. And okay, what is this? This is my chalice, and this is a handmade chalice, and this is a crystal phallus that I bought in New York at a beautiful crystal store. And then this is a little what is that? That is a little charm holder. This, okay, oh yeah. This I was making for a while, these little roach clip things, and I decided to keep one for myself. I do not smoke the herb, but I liked that one so much that I kept it for myself, and I believe that I had also used it to hold a match. And okay, so there's a couple of little stones in there, and they look like they are part of the very bottom of my citrine. So obviously I had put those in there for money. And the bottom of the citrine, a lot of you know, it's not as brilliant as the top. So this is my special little drawstring pouch that I made myself, and this is what I had been looking for, and I kept wondering, where is it, but we will look in that in a minute. And these are a couple of checks that for a couple of sales that I had. So I tied that in a gold rubber band, so that was obviously laying on top of this, and so the gold was for money. This is my late uncle's money bag that he had from Bank of America. I remember him keeping money in there as a kid. And let's see what else is in there. As you can tell, I am laying these items very special. I just didn't throw them in here. Those are my rocks from Salem. Those came from the cemetery, and that little vial is broken, so that must be some cemetery dirt, so I will not open that. But because I am taking these things out of the cauldron, I'm keeping them as careful as possible without disturbing them. I had put them in there for a reason, so I went to take them out as carefully as I put them in there. That was a little fluorite skull and a little vial that I was going to put something special in. That cauldron is very dusty. My sister got me this candle. It's a Taurus. I am a Taurus, May 8th. And then, oh man, this is my little magic wand. I went to the Magic Castle, and that was one of my little souvenirs from there. And yeah, I do a little magic with that. Bippity boppity boo. So I love that. I think my son-in-law got that for me, or Peter. One of the two did. I'll have to think about that. So let's see what else is in here. So it looks like I have two other cauldrons inside this big cauldron, plus my special herb blender or pestle and mortar, a feather. That feather looks like it might be from that I must have found on the street. What else do we have in here? Oh, my sister went to Oklahoma where I grew up, and that is Blake Shelton's restaurant, and it is about 30 miles from where I grew up, so that was part of my hometown, Oklahoma, so I'm just keeping that in there. St. Benito, and he is for protection, and this is my other little cauldron. And then that little, let's see if I pull out that black bag. Oh, I'm trying to show you the size of the cauldron. It is huge. And it is iron and it weighs a megaton. And I believe I paid $20 for it at the Goodwill. So this is my tiny little cauldron there. And that is the lid to it. That cauldron is so dusty. Now this other glass cauldron, oh, that's my dog's teeth, Foxy Garcia. And I kept finding her teeth around, so I saved them. She is very old. She's about 16. She's still with us, thank God. And so in that glass cauldron, oh, there's the charm bracelet that goes with the St. Benito information. So that I purchased at a inexpensive souvenir shop. And in that cauldron, it looks like I have some Las Vegas chips, some maybe a souvenir, and then a little play 4-leaf clover lucky coin, some money, and let's see what stones I have in there. That I can see a citrine, and that little glass cauldron I bought last year at Michael's. Did I already say that? I don't know. Okay, so there's money, there's tourmaline, and yes, there is a beautiful citrine. And I probably saved that change because it was maybe left over from something happy that I purchased. So in this little cauldron, let's see what's in there. Oh, okay, so let's take out that candle holder. Now this candle holder, I love it, and it is so magical. Oops, see that? I did not drop it. It was just magically pulled from my hand, so I will leave it in there. This has money in it too. Wow. Well, let's just say that keeping the money in my cauldrons in this past year has been very fortunate for me. And even though it's in small amounts, it was magnified quite a bit. There's dust on my hand, more stones, the lid to the little cauldron, and this little dusty black bag came from Salem, Massachusetts. When I was there, I went to the cemetery, and that looks like more of my cemetery stones. I did leave an offering, of course, when I took these stones. And I am whispering because I am filming this in the same day that I opened this, but now it's later in the day. I had to make dinner. Oh my gosh, look at that. So now it is late and I don't want to bother Peter. He has an early court call. Look at that. I love those stones. There's some glass. All those stones, each one that I came across, I could feel the vibrations on it, and I am so happy to have those. So let's open that little pouch. Now, when I designed this pouch, I just knew I was going to keep it for myself, and I put a little love charm on there because it is a Sacred Heart. And then this, I believe, is a French clock key, and I have that for a reason on there, time and love. And then so I think what I'm doing here is I'm lighting the candle to give thanks to these other items that I am taking out of the cauldron, and honoring the precious stones from the Salem Cemetery. I lit a piece of Palo Santo holy wood. And so we are going to open this. These are my, I think I know what this is. These are my favorite pieces from the cemetery. And, well, this one I bought in the souvenir shop. This crystal, I was ecstatic when I found it. It has an Isis on it, and part of it is a twin crystal. And then this piece might be a petrified piece of wood. I can't really tell from here. I need to look at it again. But I was so excited when I pulled everything out, as you can see. And then this is my other altar that I keep in my office. My daughter brought me this rosary from Italy, and it smells like roses. I have my grandmother's graveyard dirt, and I have my uncle's graveyard dirt. And it looks like I have a large piece of selenite and an owl feather. I have some sage, and when I burn my sage, I take off one leaf at a time. I know some people burn the full plant itself, but this is just the way that I do it because I'm saving this for my office only. I have a different sage in my living room, and this is a fake eagle's feather that I purchased, and it's probably a dyed turkey feather that's been painted, but I do use those. I am going to use the power of my own special smudge feather, and I am doing my ritual cleansing and preparing those items. I'm setting them free. They did their work for me. Unfortunately, I should have done that a little bit earlier, but so many things happened in these past few months, as you guys know. And this is a beaded earring that was on my late aunt. I had made her a pair, and that was, I guess, I don't know why there's only one there. And then another feather, another owl feather. It looks like a duck, and then another bird. And of course, my genuine feathers are ethically sourced, and I will be, looks like I bought this little cauldron at the Salvation Army the other day. It might be brass, and it looks like I am going to burn a patchouli rope incense. And I love the patchouli fragrance. And they are handmade in Nepal. And oh my gosh, I have even sandalwood that I enjoy burning. Oh, and there's another selenite rod. I hope you enjoyed this experience with me today, the opening of my cauldron. And you can use any plate or vessel or corner or little tiny box, any special designated area as your own special altar. In an upcoming video, I will be talking about medicine wheels. And in the meantime, if you would like to create your own altar, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I do suggest these two books. I own them. I think they are a great read. And I would like to thank you for taking the time to look inside my cauldron, and hopefully I gave you some great ideas to incorporate into your altar. Have a happy day. Bye.